Well, we've just seen the running of race number 1, and the daughter of Oratorio, Love Bomb, has come through to win. Well done to the Whitakers. See, they also bred this with Mr. Wiggett, and Sean Veal doing duty for Frank, and Frank just telling me off air that she's the type of filly that shows him a lot back home. You really like her back home, Frank?
Yeah, listen, she's got everything. Her mother was a superstar. Her mother won by 5 lengths in the maidens. She went back to the yard, and the next day she rolled in the box and fractured a hock, and she never raced again. But she was a really good filly. So they bred a few with her, and they lost them. And this was the only one that ended up living eventually.
Yes.
And from day one, she's always looked like a good filly. She reminds me a lot of that filly Chocolicious I had. You know, she's just got everything, temperament. If you watch her barrier trial, she ran off the track, and then at the 200 she moved up nicely, and Sean didn't punish her, obviously, because she'd done a lot. So the barrier trial wasn't a good indicator.
Yes.
But at home, her work was excellent. I think she's a filly that'll go all the way. I honestly rate her highly.
Well, we wish you all the best. To the positive comments coming through, Frank. Later on, you got some nice runners. Anything you can guide us in the right direction with?
I think Candle Cove over 14 today will be a big run. I think that's what he's been looking for. He's been running on all the time, and it looks the right race for him. So I think he's my next best. I just want to say well done to Greg Whittaker, who's a very good friend of mine. And obviously Gavin bred it together, and then Greg took it over and owns it now. He's actually, his wife owns it, so he's got a hand over the money when he gets home.
And just a comment on a horse like Viking, he's a horse that seemed to just lost confidence, Frank.
If you look at his run before last, it was a very good run. He's a difficult horse because he travels well, but he's only got 50 kilos today, so he's a runner. You must include him in the exotics as well.
Thanks for that, Frank.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Sean Veal's going to tell us more about this filly, and Frank touched on the barrier trial where things did not go according to plan, but she certainly showed her ability at the track this afternoon.
You know, when I came to the first time down in the barrier trial, she was all over the show. And then in the barrier show, she was all over the show. And then quickened when I shook her up. Today, canter down. Frank said she did the improvement. I heard him talking about Robbie's horse, and I respected it. But at the same time, this filly, if she done the improvement, Frank said, I said to him when I got off first, I said, Frank, please don't take me off this one. I said, I think I can win a little feature with this filly. And I'm just so grateful that Frank kept me on the ride, you know. But also, this filly, I think she can run. She's got a lot of ability. I just hope Frank looks after her temperament. She feels like one who can go a little bit over the top, but Frank's done a good job with his team, and this filly looks superb in the ring, even cantering down. She was still a bit green today, but at the 600 was race over. Just, well, you know, while I'm here, this well done to the track manager. We're always giving him stick about this and that. Today the track is in superb condition, so well done to him. He doesn't get a lot of credit for this track, and he's done a superb job today. Even I was sitting at the back, there was no kickback today. Normally it's like a sand track, and you know, it's a good day's racing today.
Okay, you got one on the board. You could be a man to follow later on.
This, I got one in the last race for Mr. GREYVILLE, you know. It's a bad race, so I'm hoping, because he is supposed to be my best ride today, so I'm hoping more than anything that he truly obliges for me. If he doesn't, just well done to Frank and the owners for the opportunity, and to my wife and my 2 boys, this one's for them.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Lovely. And then let's get the winning groom in. His name is Sapiso, and getting his 1,000 Rand from Sipasele, representing Hollywood Bets Argyle Yusuf team member. Thank you to the winning groom there, who is Sipiso. Okay, that's a wrap of race number 1. The start of the bipod is done and dusted. Up next will be race number 2. Place accumulated time. Time to jot down there will be 13:30 of push 1.